You were supposed to work out today, but you woke up feeling sick. Your body aches, your head is pounding, and you can't tell whether you're hot or cold. Now you're debating, do I skip the gym or do I push through? You don't want to be soft, but is powering through really the right thing to do? In this video, I'll show you exactly how to make the right call. To be completely honest with you, the past year or so, I have been pretty lucky when it comes to getting sick. Honestly, I attribute a lot of this to working out and having a good diet, as both of these things are extremely good for my immunity. But it wasn't always that way though. As a beginner, I was training too much, not getting enough recovery. This was causing a lot of stress on my body. So whenever there was a sickness going around, I pretty well got it every time. So about the first year of lifting, I was getting sick quite a bit. Since I still was pretty new to lifting, anytime I missed the gym, I'd beat myself up. So when I was sick, I'd always push myself to go, thinking that if I missed going to the gym, that I would lose all the muscle that I had put on. When I was getting my personal trainer certificate though, I learned a ton of information about how to make the right call when you are sick. Now I always know what to do when I'm sick, to minimize muscle loss and to get back to feeling healthy as soon as possible. Now, when it comes to getting sick, not all illnesses are the same. Some will have you in the bathroom all night long, others will have you coughing, and then there's some that are just a minor annoyance. Deciding whether to train or not all depends on what kind of illness you have. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to tell exactly what illness you have, but fortunately, there is a rule of thumb to follow that will tell you exactly whether you should work out or not. If you guys want the recipe to the smoothie that I just made, then hit me up on my free fitness accountability group on Discord. I'm going to drop the macros for the smoothie as well as the recipe in there. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check that out. I'll drop the link for that down in the description of this video. So in order to tell if you should go to the gym or not when you're sick, you got to go by the above the neck rule. So if all of your symptoms are above the neck, like a sore throat, runny nose, or headache, then you're fine to train with that. But if you have stomach issues or a cough, then I definitely recommend skipping the gym. One caveat to this rule is I'd also recommend to skip the gym if you had a fever. Now, if you're anything like I was, you'll think that missing a few days in the gym is going to mean that you're going to lose muscle mass. However, this is not the truth. You can go a few weeks before you start to lose muscle mass, so a few days off sick is definitely not going to do anything for you. If anything, it might be a good thing. Think of this week similar to a deload, where you allow your muscles to recover, and that way you can come back to the gym stronger and ready to take on more weight. You may start to look smaller, but that doesn't mean that you're losing muscle. Your glycogen stores are likely getting depleted, and once you have some carbs and get a good pump going, you'll look exactly how you did before you got sick. If absolute worst comes to worst and you need to take a few weeks off and you do lose some muscle, you're going to gain this muscle back quick. Muscle memory is a real thing. Your muscle cells aren't just going to disappear, and once training resumes, you're going to be able to quickly build back the muscle that you had lost. Man, I don't know if you can see all the flies on camera, but the bugs in Canada this year are ridiculous. If you have a sickness above the neck and you are wanting to train, I actually think being sick is the perfect time to do a deload. You're going to have to do one at some point anyway, so you may as well do one now. When you're sick, you shouldn't be pushing yourself anyways, as this is just going to extend the length of the illness and make it harder for your body to recover. Doing a deload will allow you to stimulate your muscles without putting a large amount of stress on your already stressed out body. If you're still pretty new to the gym and you don't know what a deload is, then I recommend checking out this video right here. I dive into when you should do one and how often you should do one. But the gist of it is you cut your reps or sets in half, one, not both. So if you normally do 4 sets of 10 reps, then you would do 4 sets of 5 reps or do 2 sets of 10 reps. You also only lift 80% of your working weight. So if you normally lift 100 pounds for those 10 reps, then on a deload week, you'd only lift 80 pounds. Now, if you want to work out, that's great. However, it might not be the best investment that you can make with your time. Regardless of the sickness you have, you're going to be much better off putting the effort that you normally put into training, or that you would be putting into training, into recovery. This is going to help you feel much better, much faster, so that you can get back into the gym at full force as soon as possible. You also won't be the prick who gets other people sick. If you're sick above the neck and decide to do a deload, then great. But don't do it at the expense of getting proper sleep, getting in good nutrition, and hydrating well. As if you do, you're going to delay the length of the illness and do more harm than good. If you're a beginner to fitness, then I definitely recommend checking out this playlist right here, as it's going to break down everything that you need to know about fitness. It talks only about the fundamentals and ignores all the other fluff. Don't forget to join my free fitness accountability group down in the description of this video if you want that recipe for the smoothie that I made earlier. And don't forget to hit subscribe.